Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first and hopefully last virtual 2020 Student Athlete Awards ceremony. My name is Mark Larson. I'm the sports director at Spectrum News, and I am once again honored to serve as your master of ceremonies. This morning, like we do every May at Le Moyne, we're going to present awards for excellence in academics, service and leadership, and athletics from the 2019-20 season. Let's begin with the awards, first beginning in the area of academics, because after all, you are all student athletes. Today, we honor those of you who've excelled in academics in memory of James Welter with the 13th annual James F. Welter Academic Achievement Awards. These awards will be given out today to the student athletes with the top 10 cumulative GPAs who've been enrolled for 2 or more semesters. This year's recipients' cumulative GPAs ranged from a 3.909 to a perfect 4.0. Let's begin with a sophomore psychology major from the women's lacrosse team with a 3.909 grade point average, Grace Walker. Next, a sophomore biology major from the women's basketball team with a 3.921 GPA, Emma Brinker. A sophomore accounting major from the volleyball team with a 3.927 GPA, Mary Talty. A sophomore biology major from the women's soccer team with a 3.941 GPA, Rachel Wengender. A sophomore biology major from the men's lacrosse team with a GPA of 3.957, Henry Miller. A junior accounting major from the women's golf team with a 3.969 GPA, Maria Oliva. A sophomore chemistry major from the women's soccer team with a 3.974 GPA, Alexis Aquilino. A junior chemistry major from the women's cross country and track and field team with a GPA of 3.983, Eva Kahane. A senior physics major from the men's golf team with a 3.992 GPA, Nicholas Barney. And the number 1 cumulative GPA belongs to a sophomore chemistry major from the baseball team who has a perfect 4.0 grade point average, Tai Saita. Congratulations to the Academic Merit Award winners. Up next, the Leadership and Service Awards. Now, the ideals of leadership and service are firmly rooted in the spirited mission of Le Moyne College. This commitment is evident in the actions of Le Moyne College student athletes. Spearheaded by the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, student athletes are committed to giving back to the community and living the Jesuit ideals of men and women for others. This morning, we honor 2 student athletes for their commitment to the community and Le Moyne's ideals of leadership and service. And we'll go with ladies first. Graduating this spring, Maya Walters is our first recipient of the Leadership and Service Award. A member of the cross-country and track and field teams each of her 4 years at Le Moyne, Maya has been involved with many volunteer activities. Early in her time on the Heights, she became a member of the college's Against Cancer Club and participated in a breast cancer awareness walk. Then in the summer of 2019, she raised funds for On My Team 16 as a participant in the Utica Boilermaker 15K. As previous vice president and current president of SAAC, she emphasized the importance of service, which included the committee helping with On My Team 16's The Climb in November. Additionally, she founded and serves as president of Le Moyne's chapter of the Food Recovery Network, a national organization that seeks to fight hunger and food waste. Le Moyne's chapter collects and packages unused food from the dining center and sends it to local hunger-fighting organizations. As a junior, she served as the academic affairs chair for the Student Government Association, for which she was the student representative for Academic Affairs Curriculum Committee and the Institutional Review Board. She has also been designated a student leader to attend functions with President Lemura and Provost Marina. Today's first Leadership and Service Award goes to Maya Walters of the country and track and field teams. Our second recipient is a third-year member of the baseball team. A cancer survivor, Jack Sheridan has spoken publicly for and volunteered with several local and national organizations. He was the keynote speaker at the Foot Locker Scholar Athlete Award Dinner, where he spoke of his Lemoyne experience in addition to his battle with cancer. He also has made multiple speaking engagements and raised funds for Make-A-Wish Central New York and Beads of Courage. Since 2016, he's been involved with the local Dairy Queen with regards to their Children's Miracle Network program, which is the leader in donations to Upstate Golisano Children's Hospital. Last year, he joined the Upstate Cancer Center's Adolescent Youth Advisory Board, which offers advice and recommendations to the Cancer Center on programs for teens who have been diagnosed with cancer. He also was the inspiration for the 501c3 charity called On My Team 16, which was launched by his sister, and where Jack offers guidance and hope to patients going through what he did while he was battling cancer and beating it. We're proud to award today's second Leadership and Service Award to Jack Sheridan of the baseball team. Okay, now let's move on to the Team MVP Awards. This junior was the starter behind the plate in 11 games for the Dolphins before the season was interrupted by the virus outbreak. He hit .308, posted a .513 slugging percentage, and recorded 5 doubles and 13 runs batted in. He led the team in doubles and ranked second in RBI and slugging percentage. The 2020 baseball MVP is Drew Farino. This senior guard finished the season ranked second in the Northeast 10 in three-pointers and steals, and fourth in assists and free throw percentage, to go along with 15.8 points and 4 rebounds per game. He earned Northeast 10 second team honors as well. The men's basketball MVP is Ryan Rowland. This senior was named to the Northeast 10 Conference All-Conference First Team and was an All-American honorable mention for the second year in a row. She led the Northeast 10 Conference in three-pointers and free throw percentage and ranked third in the conference in points per game, averaging 17.6, becoming the program's all-time leading scorer. For the fourth straight season, our women's basketball MVP is Michaela Roberts. This senior earned a spot on the NCAA Cross Country Championships for the second year in a row. He earned his second consecutive all-region honors by placing 10th at the regional and collected all-conference first-team honors at the Northeast 10 Championship after placing third, which tied for the best finish in program history. Our men's cross-country MVP for the second year in a row is Chris Davitt. This senior led the Dolphins to a 9th place finish at the Northeast 10 Championship. She recorded the best finishes of her career at the Northeast 10 Championships and the NCAA East Regional. You've heard her name before. Women's cross country MVP is Maya Walters. This senior became just the second Dolphin to be a 4-time all-conference first-team honoree after leading the Fins with a career-best 72.8 scoring average. He recorded a trio of top 2 placements and placed in the top 6 at 4 of 6 events. The men's golf MVP is Jonathan Petrin. This senior earned her 3rd straight all-conference first-team honor after leading the Dolphins in scoring for the 3rd consecutive year with an average of 80.8, second best average in the program's 11-year history. After winning the Post-Eagles Invitational to lead the Dolphins to a first-place finish, she placed second at the Northeast 10 Championship, the best placement ever by a Dolphin at the championship. The women's golf MVP for the 3rd year in a row is Bianca Cruz Hernandez. This senior led the men's lacrosse team to a 4-0 record and the top spot in the national rankings before the season shut down. The Northeast 10 leader in points and goals, he ranks 2nd nationally in goals per game and 3rd in points per game. The men's lacrosse MVP is Matt Hutchings. This senior started all 4 games for the Dolphins and led them to 4 wins and the top spot in the national polls. Sound familiar? She ranked second in the Northeast 10 in save percentage and goals against average. She also ranked second and fifth nationally in those categories. The women's lacrosse MVP for the second year in a row is Hannah George. This junior earned second team all-conference honors after leading the Dolphins to the Northeast 10 championships for the 19th consecutive season. He scored a career-high 4 goals and anchored a defense that allowed just 1.36 goals per game. The men's soccer MVP is Patrick Strauss. This junior started all 17 games along the back line for the Dolphins. She led the team in minutes played while posting a career-high 3 points, including her first career goal. For the second year in a row, the women's soccer MVP is Erica Wasserbach. This senior was off to the best season of her career through the team's 15 games. She led the Dolphins in career highs in batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, while also leading in RBI and runs scored. She ranked second in the Northeast 10 in RBI and third in hits. The softball MVP is Allie Nicolosi. This senior scored 26 individual points at the Northeast 10 championships after placing in the top 11 in 3 different events. He earned a silver medal in the 200-yard breaststroke with a career best time of 2 minutes, 5 seconds, 0.05. It's the second fastest in program history. He finished 4th in the 100-yard breaststroke and 11th in the 200-yard IM. The men's swimming and diving MVP is Michael Diroff. This junior led the Dolphins with 43 points at the Northeast 10 championships after posting 3 top 7 finishes. After placing 7th in the 1,000-yard freestyle and 4th in the 400-yard IM, she closed out her performance at the championship by placing 3rd in 200-yard butterfly. The women's swimming and diving MVP for the second year in a row is Haley Sinan. This senior was 2-1 in singles action and 3-1 at first doubles through 5 matches. Our men's tennis MVP is Philip Blythe. This sophomore earned 3rd team all-conference honors at first singles after winning a team best 15 singles matches, including 11 in dual matches, and added 10 doubles victories. The women's tennis MVP for the second straight year is Beardham Oz. This sophomore teamed on 3 scoring relays at the Northeast 10 Indoor Championships. He led off the 5th place distance medley relay and 6th place 4x800 meter relay, which posted a program record time. He also ran the 3rd leg for the 8th place 4x400 meter relay. The men's track MVP is Kenny Barrett. This freshman led the Dolphins at the Northeast 10 Indoor Championships by scoring in 3 events. Individually, she placed 7th in the 800 meter run. She ran the 3rd leg then for the 6th place 4x800 meter relay and then anchored the 8th place distance medley relay. The women's track MVP is Chloe Hansen. And finally, this sophomore led the team in points and kills en route to leading the Dolphins to a berth in the Northeast 10 championships. She ranked 6th in the Northeast 10 in kills per set and 10th in points per set. Our women's volleyball team MVP is Mary Talty. Congratulations to the team MVPs. And now it's time for the 2019-2020 Athletes of the Year. The male and female Athlete of the Year awards will be given to 1 male and 1 female student athlete who has exemplified outstanding achievement on the field and in the classroom. First, the ladies. This senior was off to another stellar start to the season. Through 4 victories, the first of which was the Northeast 10 record 62nd of her career. She carried a .623 save percentage and a 6.87 goals against average. She ranked second in the Northeast 10 in save percentage and goals against, while ranking second and fifth nationally in the same categories. In wins over nationally ranked opponents Mercyhurst and Indianapolis, she had 10 and 14 saves, respectively. The 2019-20 Female Athlete of the Year is Hannah George, a senior on the women's lacrosse team. And now for the guys. This senior was off to the best start of his career. Through 4 wins, which catapulted the Dolphins to the top spot in the national rankings, he registered 26 points, 16 goals, and 10 assists in 4 games. He also added 7 ground balls. And inside lacrosse, Maverick Media All-America First Team selection, he led the Northeast 10 in points and goals and ranked 4th in assists when his season came to an end. He also ranked 2nd nationally in goals per game and 3rd in points per game. The 2019-20 Male Athlete of the Year is a senior on the men's lacrosse team, Matt Hutchings. Now, the most prestigious honor given to a Lemoyne student athlete every year is the Reverend J.J. O'Brien Senior Athlete Achievement Award. It's awarded annually to the student athlete who has achieved unparalleled levels of success in areas of athletics, academics, leadership, and service during their career at Lemoyne. We have both a female and a male honoree. Ladies first. She is a 2-time All-America performer on the Heights, guiding the Dolphins to their first Northeast 10 championship, a program record 26 wins, and an appearance in the NCAA East Regional Championship game as a junior. The first Dolphin in the program's 24 years in the conference to be named to the Northeast 10 first team in back-to-back years, and the only Dolphin to earn multiple WBCA All-America honorable mention accolades. She led the team in scoring and assists 4 years in a row, becoming the first Dolphin to do that in each category. She finished her time in green and gold holding 9 career records for the program, including points, 3-pointers, assists, games played, and started, and minutes played. Her 297 career 3-pointers are also a Northeast 10 record. She also has 8 single season records, including points, assists, and 3-pointers made. A management and leadership and information systems major, our first Reverend J.J. O'Brien Senior Athlete Achievement Award is presented to Michaela Roberts of the women's basketball team. Our second honoree is the winningest Dolphin in the program's history with 86 career victories. A 2-time Northeast 10 academic all-conference honoree. He led the Dolphins to their 4th straight NCAA berth and a Northeast 10 Southwest Division regular season title, making the Dolphins the first in the conference to win 4 consecutive division titles. A COSIDA academic All-America 3rd team selection as a senior, he averaged career highs of 13.3 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 3 assists, en route to earning Northeast 10 All-Conference 2nd team accolades. He is one of just 2 players in the Northeast 10 to average at least 10 points and 9.5 rebounds this past season. He closed out his career tied for 5th in games played and 9th in rebounds. And Information Systems and Marketing major, our second winner of the 2020 Reverend J.J. O'Brien Achievement Award goes to Tom Brown of the men's basketball team. Well, congratulations once again to all of our honorees, and a special thanks to all the seniors who gave so much to Lemoyne over the last 4 years. You're Dolphins for life, and we hope you continue to thrive and prosper in the years to come.